Let's talk about enabling for a minute. Some people have a misunderstanding as to what this actually is when it comes to addiction. An enabler is somebody who helps somebody to stay addicted to whatever it is their addiction is. And by doing that, it can mean several different things. An enabler is somebody who will assist in helping to pay for drugs, alcohol, or food, whatever your addiction is, porn, child pornography. These are all on the list of addictions. They are also people who help make it easier for a person to stay addicted and to continue with what is their addiction. So if you have somebody, say, for instance, who is addicted to food, and you've got people who are abusing food and they're not treating it as the tool that's necessary in order for us to live, then that's an enabler, including people who are issuing food stamps. And they're allowing people to buy things on food stamps that are not healthy for them. Not only are you enabling people to not make appropriate decisions, you're giving them the tools that they need in order to stay unhealthy when you don't issue this responsibly. And so I try to tell people that, and I use food because it was one of my big issues. I've learned to get it under control, but I still have issues to this day where food's concerned. So for those who are not understanding, an enabler is anybody who helps somebody stay addicted. You can also enable narcissists and people who are addicted to abusing people. So if you've got somebody that's in your life and you don't really realize that you are helping them abuse others, maybe it's time to have some self-reflection, because some people don't even realize they're enabling others until they have self-reflection and start looking at their own actions and how what they're doing affects others. This is where I started to notice things in my situation. I was enabling people and helping them to stay addicted. One of the people was addicted to prescription pills. I wasn't exactly giving her money for pills, and actually it started out like that. I started realizing I was doing that because I was allowing her to live with me, and by awarding her the low rent and then loaning her money, I was enabling the person to continue to abuse prescription narcotics because she was going around using the extra money that I created the path for in order to purchase extra prescription drugs that she was not entitled to receive. You can also do this with people who abuse alcohol, drugs, porn, and any other thing that they're doing excessively. So anything that you do excessively can be considered an addiction when it's out of control. And it comes to the point, including smoking cigarettes, it comes to the point where you're doing things that are unethical and against what you consider to be your own integrity where standards are concerned in order to continue with your addiction. This is super, super important in helping people to heal. So when you cut off the person that you're enabling to continue with their addiction and stop helping to support them, you're going to see them lash out, they'll attack you, they're going to lie and do anything that they can to try to regain that as a source for their addiction. It's no different when you cut a drug addict off from cocaine or crack. What happens? They snap off and they go off and they start destroying things, calling, lying on people, doing whatever they think is necessary within their means to try to get that drug. It's no different with food, porn, or any other thing tobacco, any other thing that you can abuse with God's love. We need to do some self-reflecting in this country because we have such a large mass amount of people who are enablers. It's not just the addicts that are the problem. Who's supporting the addicts with God's love? God bless America. Have a blessed day. Back the badge.